All right, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, game number 2 now coming at you of what is NotSync versus Complexity Gaming here in this 2-game series. And here we are, Complexity winning the first game over NotSync eSports, and definitely got to be feeling pretty good off of that. It's always always a high, I'm sure, defeating what is arguably the best team on the Hontour scene right now, even still, with their online performances especially. But they're up 1-0. So looking forward to seeing what happens in game number 2. Joined by Shorkan once again as my co-caster, and already into the draft.
Hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
But
yeah. I mean, that Soul Stealer ban is not supposed to be a Soul Stealer ban. That's supposed to be Tremble.
Okay.
They just called that, so yeah.
Okay.
I think they have enough mutual respect for each other not to pick Tremble now.
Like, that makes more sense. Yeah, I was thrown off by that a little bit.
Yeah.
I was actually going to bring that up, but I'm glad you did, because you're right. That was actually supposed
Anyways,
to be. Okay.
They are right-clicking your favorite hero, I think.
Yeah, because they want to win.
Yeah, of course.
They want to actually go 2-0 here in this series, so it's understandable. But not picking it up yet.
Yeah, I mean, the hero is one of the best late-game heroes in the game. I mean, you can't lock him down. I mean...
Good luck with that. Whoa.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That pops up in this? I didn't know that
Yeah.
actually works.
Hello, Mr. Quincy.
It's kind of funny it actually works in the hero selection stage.
Yeah.
Quincy's screwing everything up. Now we can't see the chat.
I mean, oops. Oh, God.
I want to see people chatting.
Yeah.
Anyways, Magnus, Ophelia, Rhapsody. You got Moira, Behemoth, Moraxis so far for Complexity. So no carries yet for either side. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people bringing up the whole Portal Key Wild Soul, honestly, in chat, too. And,
Yeah.
It just definitely felt weird.
Ooh, Pebbles for... They're going back to the roots.
Yeah? They want to win this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're going to have to go with the farming Pebbles. Let's do it. Okay, you played that hero way too well. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that Insania has been kind of having a little bit of fun with these drafts here so far this cycle. And I think they feel very comfortable, as they should. You know, they are a really good team, great players. And, you know, maybe there was a little bit of that in the first game as well. But at the same time, you can't take away from Complexity's performance, obviously, either. So they did what they needed to do. They did it very well and eventually won the game as a result of it. But, yeah, seeing it does feel like they are, as you said, going back to their roots kind of is the Mickey Pebbles is that big threat. Which carry are they getting here? It's not like a doctor. Oh, no, he is banned. So I was going to say that would, like, fit perfect with what we're used to them with. But
Yeah. Puppet Master is also available. Hag. Maybe even.
Okay, yeah. Definitely
lots of options. And both these teams, I'm quite surprised that no one's picking Deadlift.
Yeah. Okay.
That hero is, in mid. At least you take down the tower within like 5 minutes, and then you have,
really?
Because I mean, in the suicide role he does really well, but if you shut him down, then he's going to be useless for the rest of the game. You can't really shut him down when he's in mid, though.
Huh. Well, we have seen the suicide deadlift, actually, and it was pretty fun to watch. I think it was actually in the qualifier still, and it was like that 2-3 minute tower push that he had in the suicide. That's pretty ridiculous for sure. But, yeah, that's one of the biggest things we have noticed is that mid to late game he tapers off a lot. So
Yeah.
Look at I mean, Behemoth, Lodestone, Moraxis. This is a very heavy initiating beefy
Plus Moira.
team. And then Moira on top of that, yeah. Like, it has to be some AoE synergy carry, right? Like, is this going to be like a Forsaken Archer?
Or a Soul Stealer that they banned themselves?
Yeah, which they couldn't actually pick. That would be weird.
That'd be interesting. I mean, it could be Ravener as well, though, because then they have the initiation, and then Ravener picks off people in the back. It's not the craziest thing in the world, and it has been something they've been running.
That's true. That's true. That'd be 5 or 4 melee, though. I feel like they're going to go a ranged carry here.
I mean, it is Complexity. They often pick melee-heavy lineups.
No, Flint would have worked. I'm trying to think of a fun, different one that we never really see.
A fun, different one. Forsaken Archer.
Artillery actually wouldn't be too bad.
Forsaken Archer.
Forsaken Archer just sucks, man. The hero's
please. That hero needs a buff.
She's getting changes, don't worry.
I know,
Okay.
and there we go.
Okay, Ogi's going to be the...
I mean, that's a perfect pick here. They can't push in to an Oogie Behemoth.
Yeah.
It's almost like Complexity is just cheesing Oogie, and it's like Reason was cheesing Clanks. It's just you gotta ban some heroes, man.
That is, yeah, what did they ban? They banned, going back up here, they banned Midas and Swiftblade, or the sync bans against Complexity, so.
But I mean, Oogie was picked last. I mean, and Hellborn still needed a carry, so why not ban one of their popular carries that you don't even play yourself?
That's very true. They, I guess they aren't enough worried about it. Yeah, they were very jungle-heavy bans. I was looking through, too. Oh, there we go. They were,
Two?
yeah, just two. They were Dark Lady, Cthulhu Fawn, and Parasite were their bans in the second bans. So they did get the one carry in the Dark Lady, but yeah, they valued the jungle instead as well. From what you got, who is playing a secondary support, and that is actually pretty rare, to be honest, for Complexity. He usually is in some kind of jungle hero, even like the Lord Sal 4 is. We've even seen things like that before, but no, playing the Behemoth here instead.
I mean, Lord Sal 4 is fantastic versus Oogie.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no
haven't
heals.
really seen it, but
and
good
nothing is going to happen.
No, they're too quick.
Yeah, and Oscar's just he ran bottom without any items. They're overrated.
What's the point, right? We didn't really talk too much about the Corrupted Disciple pick, by the way, coming up from Sync. KZ, of course, playing it here for them, but
I don't like it.
No?
Nah. Like, what they have right now is a pick-off heavy team with farming pebbles, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's... Wait, who's going to go suicide? What?
The aggressive? Or is this a suicide corrupted?
It's an aggressive. Okay, then it makes a bit more sense, but at the same time, though, Pebbles... Okay, it's going to be Magnus versus Lodestone. Never mind. Pebbles is going to be 1v1 middle versus a Moraxis. And... Okay. I'm not entirely all too mad about that.
Well, it's this top lane, though, that is really interesting because Sync, I don't know if they were expecting a defensive trial lane. And that's kind of what they're running into here. Moira's actually... Oh, look at this by Sync. Ophelia and Rhapsody are setting up. Now, Ophelia doesn't have a creep yet or anything, of course, so I don't know how realistic a kill is right here. They're going to block the yellow spawn, however. That doesn't really matter for Ophelia. She takes the Catman champion over there and is going to farm.
And
so
that's an amazing creep early on. The damage coming out from its Q, well, yeah, its ability is usually enough to get a kill in the support. I mean, you saw just now auto attacks doing that much to Moira, so imagine that with Catman on top of it. And they have a ward, though.
yeah, we saw Insania right here. They had a ward of sight. Now, Love placed his ward of sight after, and I wouldn't be surprised if... Now, getting a rev ward all the way up here, though, would actually be fairly
Behemoth.
difficult, so maybe not.
Okay, they're just going to let him run through.
Yeah.
If he had tried to block him a bit, maybe they could have even gotten the kill, because with that many creeps in the way, it's not unheard of.
Yeah, and they were roaming over, both Ophelia and Rhapsody, but couldn't get there in time, so going to be fine, as you mentioned, and Oogie will take the creeps into the tower here. I have to deal with trying to last hit them. A difficult task of doing so. It's still a ground courier, by the way, for Sync. Oh, both teams, actually, still have the ground courier out.
Well, I mean, it's 1 minute 40, Breaky.
It is still very early on.
Yeah. I mean, this game feels like it's been going on for 2 minutes.
It's already been at least 3 minutes or something right now.
My God, where's the upgraded courier, guys?
Seriously.
Come on.
I would be on top of it. Oogie's doing all right here to start 6-1, but Corrupted's actually managed some pretty good last hits as well. Yeah, there is that interesting idea there where Corrupted Disciple with that, the conduit, it's not really the most effective against like an Oogie, who maybe compared to other carriers, of course, goes back to the idea that Oogie isn't necessarily looking to right-click you down, auto-attack you down, but it still will buff Corrupted Disciple, of course, quite a bit, so that's the good news there. But I do kind of wonder if that's also why Complexity may have went the route of Oogie here with their final pick.
Yeah. I just really don't like... I would have preferred even something like an Luna carry. I don't know. I don't like Corrupted Disciple because it doesn't have any burst other than its Electric Tide, and it doesn't push towers fast either, and that's kind of what they were going for, wasn't it? They go for a pick-off, push some towers, and then move on from there. They have Ophelia not farming too great, but it's an Ophelia, she'll get there, and then I was even thinking a carry more along the lines of maybe even Zephyr and then just snowball out of control, you know?
Huh. All right, well, actually, Fissure's stun. Very interesting here. Rhapsody is caught by it. Now, Disco Inferno goes down, will heal up a little bit. She's in a really odd spot, and down goes Oogie as a result of it all. You see the Conduit, 45 charges right now on Corrupted Disciple. He's hitting for 107 max damage, and now Behemoth on the run. Yeah, catching Rhapsody in the woods like that really screwed them up because they wanted to try to get the kill out of it, but she was in a tough spot, and now Behemoth is also going to go down. So that worked out beautifully for the Legion team here.
But Ophelia's going to get caught by the Moraxis.
She is, and yeah, she should be dead with this.
Yeah, like, there we go, the trap, and
she got the Vulture
that
Lord.
laugh. Yeah, perfect, perfect creep. Although I might help them get a kill at top lane if you think about it.
True.
The slow, including the electric tide. I mean, if they want a team fight, then Corrupt Disciple is going to be great because he's going to be reducing everybody's armor with his ultimate. But I really thought that they would be a pick-off into push team rather than wait for a full-on team fight because they cannot push into the base of the Hellborn. Mm-hmm. They just can't. It's going to be impossible.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how Corrupted Disciple does progress with the items here. That'll tell us a story in terms of what they may be looking to do. Say if he goes up to like an early Staff of the Master even, very team fight heavy item. Wouldn't be surprised if they do that sooner or later, but even something like an Energizer to start. He does have the Guardian Ring on him, so probably at least a Ring of the Teacher going from there. We'll see. But Ophelia and Rhapsody, once again, roaming into the jungle. You do see the Vulture Lord from Zlap. Going to try to farm a stacked camp right here. As Oogie coming on over, though, I'm going to attempt to at least steal some of it. Fissure stun, hitting Rhapsody. Rhapsody is blocked in here. She's trying, man. She's trying so hard to get through, but she just can't squeeze through, and now she's on the run. But another Fissure stun in 3 seconds. Staccatos.
He's just going to wait with that, though, and he can get this canceled, but
well played
he's going to be
Rhapsody.
fine, really.
Yep.
Really.
It's good.
Really? I honestly thought that was a kill, that maybe Oogie had enough mana for a Starquake, but that was not the case.
No, he manages to escape. Good job by him. As,
mid
lane, yeah, they're kind of going at it. Now, Moraxis is level 6. He is going to activate that Matrix. Pebbles doesn't really care, though. He's still going in. Not going to be enough, though. Yeah, the Matrix ultimately keeping him alive. It will force him to fall back, though, and get some regen out at least. So, how has this middle been going? We got 40 and 11 Pebbles, 22 and 2 Moraxis. Mickey's having the better time by far.
Yeah, the damage, the auto attack damage. You'd think that the X's would help, but if Pebbles plays it well enough, he just gets to the last hit before he even uses the X, because the X doesn't do as much damage as the auto attack.
Yep. Oogie's running around, not the game that Formless was hoping for, even any bit like last game either, as he basically got free farm last game, so having to make do somewhere on the map, but a lot easier tasks said than done, of course. Bottom lane, on the other hand, Matthias has been a short lane Magma. It's kind of just realizing that here, to be honest, but he's obviously down here because of the aggressive pseudo trial lane from the Legion side. Matthias, though, he's 38 and 3, Lodestone 28 and 2. So really, all 3 lanes are actually being won here by not sync in this game.
It's still so weird saying not sync.
I know it is.
Is not sync really the way to go though? Like
they haven't given me another name, man. I don't know what to call them. Hey, this is not sync esports.
Unsynced. There we go.
Unsynced.
Yeah.
X-sync. I guess X-sync might actually make a little more sense. Yeah. We've just been calling them not sync for now, so.
Because I often get the idea when you're talking about sync and you say not sync, that it's like.
It's actually like, wait,
so
what?
The teams who aren't sync.
All right, let's change it to X-sync. Let's do that. X-sync. I'll try my best. Or just, honestly, I still even call them sync every now and then.
Just sync.
We know. All right, but top tower push by X-sync over here on the Legion side.
Oh, implementing it immediately.
There you go. Got to make transitions.
They're just staying in lanes for now. I guess they're waiting for the PKs because they know that they have Well, 410 GPM on Mickey.
Yeah, he's doing his Mickey Pebbles thing. You know, we made a point when
Yeah.
they picked that up. This is like the old school sync and what they love to do with Mickey on it. And I
Oh,
assume
that
his
block,
record's
though.
pretty good. Yeah, the fissure blocked, but he chucks him over.
Like, that was completely unnecessary.
It
Even.
was.
That was.
It looked hilarious, though.
Yeah, that's what makes it great.
And it was a great idea, to be fair, too. Like, it could have been necessary. Like, if they actually really committed to that, that would have been a saving tool. But.
Oh God, look at Ophelia. Oh no.
Oh, the fissure's done. It does hit. Here come the Tarquakes. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, again.
No.
Yeah.
They're too afraid.
Yeah,
And they're rotating everyone. Complexity is actually rotating everyone to a place before 30 minutes into the game. What?
What is going on here? Everything is just wrong.
Everything is disarray.
Middle lane, here we go. Lodestone, Veiled Rot. They want to address the Mickey. As we're stressing it, Shatterstorm coming out. This will be some good damage. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Perhaps that he could not get there in time. Here comes Corrupted, though. Magma's joining the party. The staccato stuns, not enough. And they do not get a turn kill as a result. So the roaming, the movement here, the Veiled Rot even from Oscar, actually sets up a nice kill onto the big pebbles.
And they're using a lot of resources as well. They ported everyone over here without actually accomplishing anything. And is left because he was aggressive. I understand he's not had the best game on Ophelia, but like he's not even level 6 yet at 9 minutes and 40 seconds. To be fair, he did screw up Behemoth a lot, but Behemoth doesn't need levels as badly as Ophelia, in my opinion.
Yeah, Behemoth will take that. I mean, he wants some okay levels, but yeah, nothing too drastic. And also the farm obviously doesn't necessarily need to be too crazy. Just getting that portal key sooner than later. Middle lane. It's going to fall. Will they try anything crazy here? They will not. Son of Meraxis, not comfortable enough to do anything. Probably for the better. Energizer picked up by Corrupted Disciple, by the way. So he's got a pretty early build here. And actually just passes. Okay, because Pebbles is picking it up.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to say. Didn't realize he was that close, just running over.
Look at Oogie's GPM, though. It's only 260 right now. Mm-hmm. That's not what we're used to seeing from Formless.
Nope. No, he is in a bad spot here.
Sync gold efficiency at 94.5%. That's impressive. It's really because of all the towers they pushed, though, this early into the game.
Yeah, I will say that's the game where you kind of give credit to Corrupted Disciple. He's definitely one that will evolve early on, or can be, and it's helping to show here too, as far as what he can do in the fight. So, he's up here 2-0-0, 400 gold per minute. Meanwhile, bottom lane,
Okay.
Lodestone, okay, says hello basically, and then runs away. Matthias gets credit for the kill.
Fuzzy Sloth just picked up his portal key on Meraxis. So at least they're going to have that counter initiation, but what they really need is both Lodestone and Behemoth to have it on top of that. CD is in trouble, though. He feels it. He knows. Yeah, and the ward of sight from Insania.
It's like it's either spider senses or there's a ward of sight. That spots it also. Yeah, no, he's good.
Both Pebbles and Magmas just picked up their PKs, so are they going to jump this Lodestone? He's not even going to show him. Oh, there we go. He's getting a bit closer. The hatchet helping a bit with him getting into position, and on the other side, Meraxis. Oh, they do scan him out.
Yeah, he is exposed right there. Behemoth running in as well. There we go, the initiation. Ophelia being caught on. In comes the counter from Pebbles. He jumped Behemoth. Down goes Ophelia. The eruption from Magmas. That's not enough for more kills, though. And right now, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of the Hellborn side. As now Oogie is here. That Tarquake doing some good damage. Mickey's getting low. Mickey will fall, but now Corrupted Disciple and Surstrinder join the party. And Meraxis going down right there with Lodestone. The chase is on to Moira. And that's just a matter of time before she goes down. So it will be a cleanup for Sync in the end. But it was pretty close back and forth throughout of that, to be honest.
Yeah. If Kaiser hadn't arrived when he did, they would have lost out on 2 more kills, most likely. Well, maybe Matthias would have gotten one of them, but still. Well played by them. Their gold lead is so ridiculous for only 1 kill lead. Like,
yeah.
You usually only see this with pushing strats, and they're not even using a pushing strat right now.
they're just also good at efficiently farming places. I mean, look at the GPM chart. 3 heroes, and this is with the Pebbles just dying there, are still over 400 gold per minute. Corrupted, Magnus, and Pebbles over that 400 GPM mark. So yeah, they're just finding all the room to farm. And I mean, a little bit of that, though, has to scream that Complexity just is not utilizing their roam, their gank. With a Moira, a Portal Key more access now. I know he just got it, but a Behemoth. Like, this is a team that has some long-range initiations. The Rocket Drill, the Fissure Stun, Moira's Illusion. But they haven't necessarily been doing a lot with it, unfortunately.
I completely agree, though. I mean, Behemoth just got one-shotted by Mickey last fight as well. Mickey just jumped in on Behemoth instead of bothering with anyone else because they're too tanky, and Behemoth just got insta-gibbed. He did manage to get a Fissure stun off, but that was about it.
Ogi, he's doing what he can once again. 340 gold per minute. I mean, it's going up at least. He cleaned out some ancients there. And does have the Ring of Sorcery. Again, the Gnome's Wisdom very likely next. Pretty much the same build that he went last game, I'm sure, is what we're going to see here coming out from him. As far as others, not really a whole lot to update on with other item progression, unfortunately, on the Hellborn side. That's been their downside here, other than the Portal Key more access, of course.
I mean, Moira still doesn't even have boots. And that's how slow the game is for the supports. They haven't even been able to utilize the pull very effectively.
It's kind of like last game where Keizu, it's like he's going to staff, but last game with the ice, the Frostal Skull, and again that made sense. But this game is probably
now he's going staff. I think staff is a great item though on Corrupt Disciple. It just allows you to team fight without actually, losing a lot of carry potential on CD. Because sure, you're spending 4,200 gold on an item that technically doesn't increase your auto attack damage, but it reduces the armor, and it's a really good team fight item. And I think it's just a great item pickup in this type of game, especially.
Yeah. Well, Corrupted Disciple, he's almost there in the Legion team. I mean, they're cleaning out secondary towers even. Middle lane, Pebbles going pretty deep right here. Magnus assisting now. TPs are coming in though. Rhapsody, they will secure the kill of the Pebbles, but at what cost here? Shard the Harkon. There's a follow-up Quake stun. Even low stun joining the party, but that protected Melody. It saves some good damage onto him. Rhapsody will fall. Eruption being channeled, going right back in. Is Matthias. Low stun is exposed. He's in trouble. Oogie, he's also getting really low, but no, they get the kill on the Pebbles first. Oogie stays alive. And Complexity comes out on top of the exchange in the end as they fall back into the base. Wow, what a turn there.
Oogie, like, the fact that they changed target to Oogie that was the mistake. He took way too long to go down. I still don't know why they choose to go on that hero. I mean, at this point in the game, I don't think Oogie does that much damage either, and he's gonna run out of mana real quick if you don't attack him. Mm-hmm. So really, why are they so eager to kill Oogie every single time?
It just seems like that prime target, you know, being the carry, it's that mentality probably. It's hard to pass up. It's the carry in the front lines. You know, I usually do want to kill it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, there's definitely some good point to that. And also Magnus, by the time the eruption in, maybe it was a little bit too late in terms of going for the turnaround chance, and that ultimately got him killed as well. As bottom lane, Mango goes down, or Insania. Picked off by Fuzzy Sloth and Love right there on the Moira. So good. I'm not saying it's exactly like last game by any means, but it's starting to feel like that a little bit, isn't it? Where they win a fight now, they're going to start getting some pickoffs here. At least that's the idea. And then we'll see how they progress. I mean, the biggest difference is that Oogie is not really doing – he's still recovering here, unlike last game where he actually was up in front in the beginning and kind of stayed there for a while. But still, he's got a chance.
I mean, Corrupt Disciple is just trying to push on Mickey. Okay. All right. I don't know why he was there alone.
Yeah, he was pushing it out, obviously trying to get that portal key, but Mickey takes advantage of it.
I mean, they must realize something's off if no one on the map is showing except for Corrupt Disciple top. You would assume that they're around top to help Corrupt Disciple if they're even going to go on him, and really they've been so aggressive all game, so why would you assume any different at this point?
Staff of the Master is being delivered now to Corrupt the Disciple. And it's going to be a pretty good time because they are pushing the base here. already. We're pretty early on still, only 18 minutes in, but Sync is feeling comfortable to break the base, actually. So they're going into it right here. So we'll see how Complexity, they're going to clearly look to defend it, and that will be a quick cue for Sync to fall back. So that's all that they were looking for, just at least a little bit of a reaction. And they get it, and now they clean up resources.
Once they pick up a Shrunken on CD, I think they can take any fight they want, though. Shrunken is also going to be in the works for Pebbles as well. So that's also one that they need. Definitely a great item pickup. And we shouldn't forget about Ophelia with Nature's Wrath, because that could be the changing factor when trying to kill that Oogie with the amplified damage.
Oh, yeah?
He should level it a bit.
Well,
of course, but he's having difficulty finding levels for himself already, so.
Yeah, get the levels, though. It's up to 28% damage taken on that single target. Now, Mora gets picked up by Pebbles. Obviously, he's finding some good food right here. That fissure block, unfortunately, unsuccessful. And the Ophelia's touch even coming out as well, preemptively. Healing up the
Is there going
creeps,
to be more food?
He wants some, maybe. Thinking about it. No, he's not going to risk it. Maybe. Oh, they're going to get Slowstone. He was trying to TP right next to the base. That was a little funky, but actually pops a Shadow Storm, but no, it's not going to matter. He actually used the cooldown, and he got nothing out of it in the end.
And this is the opening. This is the opening that Sync needed.
Where was Oscar porting to? I mean, he was literally right outside his base, so.
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan was there. I mean, there's no outer towers even up, so simply he was porting like back to the well. If he just kept running, he would have been fine.
I really dislike what you got to build, by the way, and Meraxis goes in.
They're going to try to jump them first, unfortunately. Doesn't work too well for Moira, at least, as she goes down. The Protective Melody did come out. Not a whole lot of damage was happening, so that's a pretty big ulti cooldown used right there. Again, they actually don't have Ophelia's touch either. But Hellborn side not really in the best position to make a move, though. There we go. Moraxis jumps in on the side, but here goes the eruption out from Magnus, though. He's going to jump in the background, catches Lodestone. Actually, Lodestone goes down. Behemoth catches Pebbles as soon as he jumped in. Prevents him from doing a damn thing. Oogie's sitting on top of Magnus in the meantime, but they are kiting him pretty well. And now they turn their attention to Oogie, so they kill everyone around him. And then they go after Oogie. That makes more sense. And they accomplish a kill right there.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, what is what you got doing with one level in his Fisher when he's against such a push team? And actually, CD.
Yeah, they
gonna go down.
Catch CD at least, but Lowstone goes down. But what a combo from Pebbles! He got them both. The racks are gonna go down here now for sure, and it is a wipeout, aka genocide here.
But I don't see them conceding just because.
Oh no, definitely not.
Corrupt Disciple did buy back though, and I really like that. Keep up the aggression, just go push the next lane. I mean, we have the Shrunken on Pebbles now as well, and 4k gold on Magnus, so he could be looking to purchase a Shrunken and just jump into the enemy base.
You're so right though about the fissure. Yeah, that's. I mean, obviously this is more of a very heavy farm build, but as you pointed out, it did seem like you gotta feel they are gonna clearly look to kind of group up and push into later. Yeah, maybe the fissure would have definitely been the better investment here. Because he's losing out a lot of damage.
Think about it as well. When defending your base with Behemoth, if someone goes up to attack the tower, you can so easily block them off. And leveling up that fissure also increases that duration of the barrier. So there really is no reason for them not to max that out. I think it's been quite a deciding factor, seeing it as it also, it increases the stun duration.
Yeah, no, it's definitely great to level it up for sure. So, but he is at least going to have the portal key now, and this is where the heavyweight actually maybe at least it'll have more value now. It's still I think the fissure might have been the better choice in the end, but now that he can portal key and at least get next to his opponents, the heavyweight will actually come into play here. Of it being maxed out.
True.
So.
And I mean, I understand completely leveling up heavyweight to level 3 because then you're able to use your combo, auto attack, then use your next spell without being interrupted. But leveling it past that, with the change to enrage, making you attack so much harder, I don't know.
Well, we're gonna see it come into play right here, no doubt, as he's gonna look for an opening with that shockwave. They don't know he has the portal key yet. If you're Sync, you may suspect that something might be up. But here we go. They jump across. Look at the spread, though. But they know something's up. Magnus off to the side. A Shorkan head popped. He runs in with the eruption. Only got one target. There's the shockwave that we're looking for. And it's working big time. Down goes Corrupted Disciple. Rhapsody. She's having to fall back. Pebbles, though, he is still well alive. Double tap for him. Magnus, he got a little too occupied. Well, he's actually going to live for now. And Portal Key's away. And he gets away in the end. What a getaway from Matthias right there. He distracts him the whole time, really. And a vote to pause now coming out from Sync. They want to talk over that fight they just had. But, well, I mean, it was a pretty eruption. They got a decent spot there. But
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the Magnus ulti was maybe a bit too early. I mean, they weren't sure what was happening exactly, and then he ended up jumping in the back. But Mickey had already taken down Moira, and then he went to turn around for what you got. And it felt like Mickey was the only one dealing damage because the Magnus ultimate didn't really help either of those kills.
yeah. Yeah, the eruption definitely wasn't the best placement there for Matthias. As I said, it seemed like he only got the more access in the background. I guess it did prevent more access from going back in, but all right, so matter of complexity being ready as soon as what you got gets back from whatever he went off to do.
But on the other side, though, what you got had an absolutely fantastic ultimate. He caught them all when they were trying to help Corrupt Disciple, and it was kind of weird, in my opinion, how KZ was just kind of there standing alone, and he wasn't really getting much support. I mean, looking at Insania still having his ultimate up, you got to question, maybe he was taking a bit too much damage before the what you got Shockwave actually managed to get there.
Yeah. They were spread expecting some kind of big initiation for sure, but yeah, maybe they were spread a little too far. Yeah, that's when they did jump Corrupted. He obviously got bursted too quick. Yeah, even especially having a Storm Spirit on top there from Ophelia. There was ways that they definitely have to save him, but he did get bursted down off the bat. And okay, it looks like they are going to go on complexity side. Quincy was talking about the other series earlier. I forgot what he said, though. So, anyways, back into this one. Yeah, they're still trying to find him, but not going to do so, as we know. Matthias has already ported out. And it's good.
I still find it so weird how he doesn't level his Steam Bath.
He not even a point? Oh my god, he doesn't. Yeah.
No, like you can dodge Harken's Shards of Harken with it. You can.
That's so silly, yeah. Why would he just he's going stats over that, huh? And he's even sitting on only level 3 Volcanic Touch.
Like leveling Volcanic Touch is also kind of interesting in my eyes because Steam Bath kind of does the same thing. Maybe not for neutral creeps, but Magnus doesn't really farm neutral creeps very often.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
That's right.
Quincy,
yeah.
You're just gonna continue.
Just Fresh. Yeah, they got that's what it was. It was a 15-minute victory for Chopstick Gaming over Fresh in the game 1, but Fresh comes back and wins the second game, so they at least finish with the split there. By the way, our final series today, after this one, of course, finishes up, we will be casting what will be, what is it? Complexity, the same Complexity team versus Fresh to finish it off. So that's the final series planned for the day here on Honcast. So looking forward to that. Sync versus Sana eSports will also be playing. And obviously, I'll keep an eye on that as always. So, all right, but here we go with the siege yet again from Sync. Gonna look to they found Lodestone. Yeah, ward aside from Matthias spots him. Rax is gonna try to react. Couldn't really save his teammate, but here we go. Shatterstorm. Oh, there we go. Never mind. He's dead. Anyways, Matrix going off right there. Magnus comes in with the eruption. He gets a combo. Down goes Behemoth. And Moraxis is going to fall as a result, too. Oogie Primal Surge up, but he's just running away this whole time. They catch him, though. Does Pebbles. However, Pebbles maybe getting a little too committed. He has a regen rune on him. He is going to pop it there. The axe takes it off, though. But they are still going to be fine, really, as he's being ported back now. Anyway, so.
They still were not able to break base, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already have, but break base further. And you got to expect Complexity to be feeling a bit negative right now. I mean, they're 21k gold behind. They don't know that, but it has to feel like it. Mm-hmm. Saxstone picked up on KZoo as well. Swindlemelons would be proud.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Yeah, I mean that's interesting to see on a corrupted. I don't know if the whole mana aspect of it is doing a great bunch for him, but there's obviously plenty of positives too with the Grave Locket of the Resurrection Faster, the armor bonus that you get from it, of course, is the big thing. I don't know, you could say that maybe his lap getting plated Greaves might have been more efficient if that's what they wanted out of it, but hey, he has it, so that's good.
Team items, you know, just fill up on them. They are doing a very team fight heavy lineup, and another haste rune on Mickey. Like, how many of these has he found, man? I feel like every single team fight he's just running around at 5-2-2, and Love has actually been doing a great job with this warding. Like, I mean, he's been able to spot out the Kong twice, almost right before it happens, with those wards of sight. But Sync actually is just waiting for them.
Oh, they're gonna find Lowstone. Quickly, Portuguese to react. Magma stunts in though, but clearly not something that they want to commit to at least just yet. Complexity. Well, they accomplished the fact of stopping Kong release, but now Pebbles jumping in, catches Moraxis, chucks him in. Not really the best target that cheers. Here comes the shockwave. Down goes Moraxis though. They are clubbed up big time. Here comes Magnus. He's looking to join the party. Corrupted Disciple is killed. Oh, we jumped in the... Wait, where was the eruption? Anyways, they pick off Lowstone right there. As now Rhapsody being chased back. Okay, he's still well alive, actually. And the Primal Surge is still activated, so they got to be really careful with him right here. And they will eventually kite away. In fact, they pick up another teammate. It's a quad kill for Mickey. And they'll just let Oogie be him as they run away from him.
Just let him be, man. Yeah. Leave him alone.
Well,
but, I don't know. Matthias jumped into the Arcane Vortex with the portal key. So he wasn't able to stun right after, and it felt like a lot of the damage was mitigated due to that.
Yeah, it was basically lost.
Yeah.
Well, they still come out on top at least, but Oogie obviously showing that if he can stay alive in the fights. But, you know, what you're talking about earlier, I think Sink kind of picked up on that too, is that just kind of ignore the Oogie. Just let him do his thing and kill his supporting cast, basically. And then maybe deal with him last if, you know, you're still comfortable enough to do so. But yeah, trying to kill him with the Primal Surge up when his teammates are still around, locking you down and preventing you from really bursting Oogie down is definitely difficult to deal with. He actually is going to be going into the Frostfield play once again. Again, I'm guessing at least that's what it is. That's what he just usually goes here. I was wondering if we were going to see a Shrunken, to be honest, on him, in this game especially.
On the Oogie, you mean?
On the Oogie, yeah. But he chooses to go this instead.
You saw just now how he kind of didn't care about the lockdown. He just stayed alive. The most important thing that he has to do is try and kill the supporting cast as quickly as possible, not to try and target Pebbles and Magmas who have the Shrunkens, and just go for, I don't know, the Rhapsody and Ophelia.
Yeah.
And if he manages to lock someone down with a Cold Rush Shoe Stick, then all the better for him, because then he's actually able to do some damage. But what is Rhapsody? Okay.
They're diving. They thought they had a chance to catch somebody, but a little too far. So again, they'll get back to the Kongor pit here. Instead, it looked to finish him off. He is pretty low, regenerating a little bit there, but pretty low on life. The Ward of Sight from Love here is actually still here, and it's just about to wear off, but definitely accomplished what it's needed. They're finally going to counter it.
And that's a pretty big deal. I mean, now they can't get a perfect initiation with the Shockwave and the Lodestone Shadow Storm, as well as the Matrix. So many spells.
Yeah, including Moira coming in, but obviously that's a cue for Sync to fall back and not risk staying around with the illusion there, causing issues. So Pebbles with a Frostburn, by the way.
What?
Yeah, some carry presence, I guess. They figure
well, I mean, look at how hard he's hitting right now.
He's pretty
with the
hard.
DD.
Oh, yeah, with the double damage especially. Don't want to mess with that. Yeah, Corrupted's definitely gone, again, very much more of a team fight kind of build here. He still has some carry presence for sure, but I can see that here. As down goes Kongor, and the token's given to Corrupted. He's had trouble staying alive in these fights, so that makes sense.
Now he's just being ranged, of course. He can just go hit the racks without being at a lot of risk. At least.
All right. Sync gonna pressure a little bit right here. You see more access scaring them initially. Using a portal key. In the flank, by the way, Lodestone's back here. They don't know this. Lodestone's actually in a really good spot to maybe even stop Pebbles here. Oh, yeah, here they're going. Shatterstorm, here we go. Yep. Looking to jump Pebbles. They jump in first, off to the side. The T-Support not really close. And no, it's not a burst. The heal's barely coming out. They're Shorkan as all the shockwave. He misclicked. He did a portal key. Something stopped him. I think it was a tornado for the Vulture Lord. But down goes Moira as Pebbles jumps in. Pebbles staying alive was the biggest deal there, of course. And he is still well alive. Lodestone in trouble, in fact. Is now being chased down. He will go down. Pebbles, oh, he's going to be fine once again. Oogie's out of mana now, and in fact, Pebbles goes back in, gets them both, and that should honestly do it. The cleanup for Sync. But wow, GG, well played. It doesn't matter. They're pretty much, I mean, they might be as a team, but yeah, no, it's over clearly at this point.
The fact that he survived there, like it even felt that Ophelia's heal was late.
Yeah.
In that team fight, like he almost died. I think he was on like 100, maybe 50 HP, and then finally the heal came in. Like that was super clutch. But as you were saying, Tornado won the fight.
That's what you got after the game. GG Tornado. Yeah, that's that. I mean, obviously at that point they were still pretty far behind. Even if he managed to jump in and kill Pebbles, you know, maybe he just would have prolonged the game if anything a little bit, but. Still, that was pretty big by Ophelia, no doubt, preventing him from portal keying in, and that's definitely one of the very good uses of a Vulture Lord, actually, in a fight.
For sure.
So, fun to watch there, and Sync does finish at least with a